Well, first of all, the issue of fair courts really is part and parcel to the work of the NAACP. We're the largest and oldest civil rights institution in the nation, and for the last 105 years, we've been fighting for justice and equality and to eradicate racism in America. And in our history, it's very clear that the courts has played a major part of that work, whether it's through federal courts and Brown versus Board of Education, to state and local battles in courts that we file every single day, even most recently those that relate to the fight against voter suppression in our nation. Having fair and impartial judges is absolutely important to our ability to advocate for the work and the rights that we continue to do on a day-to-day basis since our 105-year history. You know, that one of the takeaways is that the business community is extremely concerned about the growing partial nature of the courts, and that there is a concerted effort in the business community to advocate for free, fair, and impartial judges. And I think, to me, that was very eye-opening. And also various aspects of the conversation that showed that all of these different groups, you know, groups that are working for the rights of LGBT community, women's rights, the anti-death penalty movement, the labor movement, the environmental movement, the immigrant rights movement, we all are facing the same attacks. And what's central and what's also very a common thread, unfortunately, is the state courts and how the state courts can block. And I think one other statement that was made is that the right uses the courts as access to power, and the left use it as an access and a pathway to justice. And I think we have to rethink how we discuss and how we communicate the importance of courts into the livelihoods of those that we advocate for.